Why water isn't always the best weapon against the fire. Imagine this. A forest is on fire. The sky is black. The ground is glowing red. And above all, silence. Then whoosh. You drop water. Gallons, tons, oceans of it. But the fire, it loves, it grows, it consumes. Water is the enemy of fire. Is it? Let me ask you something. If fire is so powerful, so elemental, so primal, why does it fail so often? My name is Kalimbe. I'm not here to confirm your assumptions. I'm here to detonate them. Water extinguishes fire. It's one of the first things you learn as a child, right? Blue beats red, cold beats hot. Logic, simplicity, fairy tale. But the world, my dear viewers, is not simple. It is layered, chaotic, paradoxical. So here is your first intellectual slap. Fire is not a substance. Fire is a reaction. And that reaction, it doesn't fear water. It simply adapts. Take oil fires. You pour water on burning oil. Congratulations. You have created an explosive steam bomb. Water doesn't always fight fire. Sometimes it feeds it. Let's talk science. You love science, don't you? If not, that's okay. Because science loves destroying your illusions. Water extinguishes fire primarily through two mechanisms. The first of all, cooling, absorbing heat. The second one, smoothing, cutting off oxygen. But here is the problem. Fire only dies when it loses all three pillars of the fire triangle. Heat, fuel, and oxygen. Water? It's really bad at dealing with fuel, especially in forest fire. Think of dry pine needles. Think of resin. Think of peat that burns underground. Water touches the surface, but the fire loves below waiting. If your weapon can't reach the heart, you are just giving it a shower. And now enters the fourth horseman of combustion. Wind. Wind isn't just an enabler, it's the orchestrator. In places like California, fires rage not because there isn't water, but because wind keeps whispering oxygen into the flame's ears. It turns a spark into a symphony of destruction. Have you ever tried blowing out a fire? What if you blow harder and it gets stronger? That's what wind does. It doesn't care about your horses. It negotiates with chaos. Let's get brutal. Let's get chemical. Magnesium, titanium, sodium. These elements don't just resist water. They react violently to it. Even see a metal fire in a lab, drop water on it. And boom! White hot balls, like tiny suns birthing themselves in defiance. So let me provoke you a little. Water is a perfect solution for problems that don't fight back. But fire? Fire is a fighter. An evolver. Let's get meta. Why do we believe so firmly that water is the best answer? Because it's easy. Because it's safe. Because it's blue and fire is red. And our kindergarten's minds were built on color-coded binaries. We love control. Water feels like control, but it's a false comfort blanket. You sleep under it, and the fire burns through your dreams. What if your solutions are just ritual? And ritual are lies we rehearse to feel sane. London, 1666. The Great Fire. The city burned for days. Their method? Buckets of water? Useless. California, 2020s. Entire towns turned to ash. Despite helicopters, high-pressure horses, and artificial rain, water was there. The fire still won. If history teaches anything, it's that repetition doesn't equal efficiency. It just means we keep failing louder. Let's talk solutions, because Kalimbe isn't just chaos. He's order through insanity. What works better than water? First of all, rule 1. Fire retardant foams. They smoother better, stick to surfaces, block oxygen and cool. The second rule, chemical suppressants. Dry powder like monoammonium phosphate disrupt the combustion chain reaction. The third, fire breaks. Remove fuel, remove life, remove the fire's feature. Fourth, controlled burns. Fight fire with fire. Genius, suicidal, effective. Sometimes you don't kill the beast by drowning it. You starve it. Or better yet, make it devour itself. Let's zoom out. Why do fires rage? Climate change, deforestation, urban expansion, We don't fight fires. We create them. Then we cry when they roar. It's like burning a house down and then blaming the match. Water won't save us from what we keep feeding. Now you want to ask something darker, something deeper. What if fire isn't the enemy? What if fire is so pure, too slow, too passive? Maybe fire exists to remind us of change, of decay, of necessary distraction. We douse fire not to save forests, but to save ourselves. But if the fire is part of the cycle, are we fighting nature or ourselves? Let that seize in your neurons. Here is the truth you don't want to hear. The real fire is not in the trees. It's in your brain, your thought patterns, your belief systems, your outdated concept of cause of effect. Every time you reach a fire, literally or metaphorically, you are doing what you were taught, not what's needed. You don't need water. You need to understand the fire. Control is not suppression. It's coexistence. So the next time you see a fire, whether it's in the wild or in your mind, ask yourself, am I putting it out because it's dangerous or because it makes me uncomfortable? Because not all fires are bad. Some burn to cleanse, some burn to awaken, and water. It's just the easy answer. But you, dear viewers, you didn't come here for easy, did you? If you want to dive deeper into the madness of science, the philosophy of paradox, and the psychology of combustion, subscribe, comment, share with your another mind brave enough to save the flame. And in the next episode, we go somewhere even darker. What if extinction isn't a failure, but a design feature? I'm Kilaimbe. You just entered the fire, and you are not getting out unburned. See you soon, Wagers.